beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Never mind the fact that it's already a couple days past Christmas. I'm actually going to be embracing the notion of the 12 days of Christmas in this video. And if you're not aware, the 12 days of Christmas are the ones actually following Christmas, leading up to the Epiphany, which takes place on January 6th, which I believe is when the three kings arrive and meet the baby Jesus and the Holy Family in the manger. So in the spirit of extending Christmas a little longer and letting that joy kind of permeate a little bit more of this time of year, today's video is really focused on a craft that I did a little bit before Christmas, but I want to show off now in honor of the 12 days of Christmas. And I want to give a shout out to Mother Nature for giving me the perfect weather to really embrace that extended Christmas spirit in today's video. Hi, I'm Jennifer. This is Unearthed Relics, and in today's video, I'm going to be making a 3D vintage assemblage using found objects, and it is going to be based on the 12 days of Christmas. So I'm going to be using these old vintage muffin tins, and I thought they were like the perfect little size for vignettes for each of the 12 days in the song. And I'm going to be taking some fun, whimsical liberties with some of the lyrics and having a lot of fun. I had a fun time picking out different objects to put down into each of the holes here for each of the days of the assemblage. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I'm going to do is give this icky, gritty, old, grimy thing a good bath. All right, so this is my 12 Days of Christmas vintage assembly. I made this for our family's white elephant exchange on Christmas, and I am super excited about how this turned out. These were all found objects, and yeah, so I'm going to be adding the ribbon on here with the idea that it would be something that could close together so it would store nicely. I cleaned up an old vintage muffin tin, and it was a little bit grimy, and so that was the first stage, was just kind of getting it clean enough to be able to use, and then finding all the different objects to put in it. I took some fun liberties with things, so not fully traditional, but obviously tying in with all of the lyrics. So I got my partridge in a pear tree, my 2 turtle doves, my French hen, for day 3, 4 calling birds. See, there's a little telephone there. 5 golden rings. I probably could have found actual little ring things, but I thought it was kind of fun to do a play on the bell with the 5 jingle bells in there as well. 6 geese a-laying, little pearls down there, vintage fake pearls, but for the little eggs there. And I just tied a little scarf on the goose there. 7 swans a swimming. I used an old vintage postcard. I found some swans on, and 8 maids a milking. I went ahead and put a cow in because cow's milk, obviously, I know that's not a dairy cow, but you know, use your imagination. Little baby bottle, and then I think that's actually a milk, like a tradable little milk cap thing. I've used some of those before in crafting, so I was really excited to find that in a little advent calendar that I'd gotten for this year. I've got the 9 ladies dancing. This one was one of my favorite ones because they're little ladybugs, obviously, and they're on a little record from a game. And I thought that was kind of fun with all the little musical notes and everything. 10 lords of leaping. I've got my little frog prince there, and he's got a crown made out of the top of a ornament. So that was kind of fun. The 11 pipers piping. Didn't have any real like things that kind of tied in with that, but then I'm like, I could actually have a pipe, and so I scanned the top of my an old tobacco canister and have that in the background there, along with this cute little dog, and I've got the little dollhouse style pipe attached to him. And then for 12, I was totally set right from the beginning. I had this cute little button, like a pin that you could wear, and that's my day 12. So I'm going to go ahead and tie on a ribbon, and then we'll make this one done. Wanted to show off some of my recent finds. So I found a couple vintage sewing booklets, probably part of the same booklet even maybe. I love this. I love the colors on that. I think that would be really fun for Christmas junk journal pages in the future. So old vintage stocking, a little miniature stocking, and the kit looks to be unopened, so brand new, very cute. I got this cute little tin. I didn't find the top to this one, which I'm super bummed about, but it's really cute. It's got a little guy on a horse there. Mentions Kentucky. I'm assuming this was tobacco. At some point had that inside of it. So anyway, I just thought that has kind of a fun Christmas look. So I think I'll be able to put something Christmassy down into that in the future. I found a box of old Singer sewing machine notions. The box is a little worse for wear, but I was able to find several of the little metal pieces, maybe all of them that went with that. So I always like rescuing that, because if you've got an older machine that doesn't have all the parts, it's kind of a bummer. So being able to find ones and share those out, hopefully with folks that might be in need, I think will be great. I got this cute little metal airplane that looks to be older. It's missing its propeller, but other than that, seems to be in pretty good shape. I love the fact that it was orange. 2 not vintage, but vintage look iron-on patches. Those were cute. a little Christmas tree that will go right into my crafting stash. This is for Fritz Bauer, and he's got a couple of just really basic business cards. So I thought that was kind of fun and will again be good for crafting. A couple Kings Island vintage tickets. I love the fact that these are kind of brown around the edges. I think this will be fun for crafting. This is missing, well, actually maybe it's not. It does have one little lead left in it, a little lead set. It looked at first like it was all gone, but I like the packaging on that. It's turquoise, eagle, turquoise drawing leads. So I love just that really retro sort of package. And that one, got some holiday picks. So little trees and little Santa hats. I think those will be fun for some sort of craft in the future. This little vinyl plastics and golf coach spinny thing. I love this. Every now and then you get a prompt in a junk journal assignment for something interactive. And so I love these dial things because they kind of meet that interactivity prompt. Here's another really just cute box. This is for trying, and it's a electric push button buzzer. I found winter and spring and autumn. I found a whole bunch of notions. I always grab the wooden spools when I find them because they're fun to craft with. Some vintage thimbles. Actually, I found a bunch of thimbles this time. Some cool gold buttons. An old needle book with a bunch of needles still in it. I love that. Those are kind of fun. Sometimes there's really pretty images on those. A little duster for a sewing machine, I assume. A little pattern, 2 pattern tracers. Also this little monogrammed embroidery guide. So that was kind of cool too. So a good sewing related haul on this one. And I saw this just as we were getting ready to leave. It's in a little rough shape. I don't know if it was damaged before it found its way into a bin, but it's really cool. So it's marked $30. So I don't know if this had been for sale and that was the price it was being offered, or sometimes kids I think play with things and just stick things, but it is really cool. So I think it probably is worth something. But it's an old fraternal lodge. I think this is Oddfellows. It says that it's from Asherville, Kansas. And it's got the image on the front here in memoriam. So you can see that one on the front. And this is for lodge number 455. Again, I think this is Oddfellows. I don't remember where it said on it that it was Oddfellows. But then on the back, it has another image. That's what I kind of like about this one, that it's got kind of the ribbon part on the front, and then it's also got a ribbon part on the back here as well. And this little part I think got ripped off of here, as well as the little flag that's kind of come undone. But I love the eye image and everything. Thanks so much for joining me today. I hope that the new year gets off to a great start for you, that you have plenty of time to do some crafting in the days and weeks to come, certainly over the course of the next year. And I hope that you have a prosperous and happy 2025.